This treehouse is going to go to Plattsmouth, Nebraska, and it's for Elias for the Make-A-Wish. So yeah, we're gonna get this done as quick as we can and surprise him with it. So Elias, he gave us some ideas of things that he wants, so hopefully we can incorporate some of his ideas to really give him a good surprise when he gets it. So we're getting started with all the materials. So for starters, we're gonna build this floor right here. These are Douglas fir 2x8s. They come to me rough cut, so they were a little bit too long, so I had to cut everything to length. Then I ripped them down on our table saw so that everything's gonna be flat. So I got the floor joists. We're going to go ahead and, just like you're building a house. And then once that's done, we'll carry on. So we have to process this first. This is going to be the actual floor of the playhouse that we're making. We'll bring it inside here and we're gonna run all this through our 2-foot molder over here so we can get one side to be smooth and one side will still be rough because it'll be underneath of the treehouse, but the top side will be nice and smooth and rounded over so nobody gets slivers. Okay, so now that we got the floor to our treehouse made, now I'm going to start framing the walls. So to start doing that, I'm going to cut 4 posts, obviously one for each corner. They're about 9 foot tall. Generally, we do like a 2x4 and a 2x4. We'd run our siding, and we'd have to put a corner over it instead, because I don't want to have a bunch of framing on the inside like a house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to notch them out once I get all 4 of those, and we'll get them mounted, and then start installing some siding. Okay, so I was cutting these posts for this playhouse and I'm noticing that I'm like having to push super hard to get these to go through our table saw. And then as I was done with the 3rd one, I figured out, I'm gonna check this out. And what was happening is our sliding table was actually lower than the actual table saw. So when I clamped things down here, it was clamping down so hard right here that I was actually pushing the material across this. So what I had to do is I'm dropping our cutting surface down so that it's just barely below the actual sliding table. So that should make a huge difference on pushing this through there. So I just gotta finish tightening up the bolts on the other side and readjust that table and back in business. We got done cutting these posts here on our table saw. So now we're done doing that. What we're gonna do is actually notch them so the bottom of this post goes right around this corner. That way our siding and everything is gonna go flush all the way down and actually cover up this rim.
And then it's gonna be mono pitch, so instead of like pitched like this one's gonna kind of have that modern look to it where it's just a single pitch with a tall wall on the backside. So then you crawl up here, you got the taller wall to go up to, so that'll be neat.
And it's actually a lot more room.
Yeah.
There's no blueprints for this project. It's just kind of whatever we come up with on the fly. This morning, been pretty busy. Got posts up yesterday actually, and then a good start on the siding. So I ran the log siding up this high just so everything kind of stays together. It's all locked in square and level. And now we're putting in these 2 header beams. It's a 4x4, but we use that as a header beam to tie these 2 posts together. Which is gonna hold the roof up on this side because it has an overhang for the front porch. And then on the back side, there's also a header just like this that we're about to put up now. And that's gonna hold the rafters that are sticking out over. So there'll be an overhang on both sides. This one to cover the porch and that one just to protect that siding a little bit. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Once this is done, probably finish the rafters and then we'll finish the siding. So we were gonna buy doors and windows. We decided we're gonna make our own now. Since we can just use the same wood and make windows, we'll buy plexiglass and it'll all match that way.
The game plan is here. We're gonna take this fence down.
And then we're gonna run it kind of at an angle off the fence so that they can see the house from the front porch of our building.
The thing is, this yard is so twisted, and I think since it's strapped and bolted to the trailer right now that I'm better off just driving my truck and trailer just through the yard and get as close as I can and then cruise right on in. All right, well, that's a wrap for the Make-A-Wish cabin for 2024. And it turned out really awesome and exciting. And it's ready for the kids.
Congratulations.